What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfollows.com, back with another news video. And before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Currently on the grind for 139,000 subscribers. We're almost there, and for some of the highlights in this video, I have details on the upcoming Air Jordan 3 Canvas that's releasing in 2022. Also, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 4 DIY and a bunch of release date changes from Jordan Brand on some of the most sought after releases this summer. Now, there's more from Jordan Brand, and the only other brand featured in this video is Nike. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Official images recently leaked of the Nike Dunk High Aluminum. Now, this is a women's exclusive release. It features a simple two-tone colorway, and more importantly than the images, we have a release date. So currently this pair is scheduled to release on August 3rd for 110. Not long ago, we saw the Nike ACG Air Moab release. Actually, it was in 2015, so 6 years ago. And now, to celebrate the model's 30th anniversary, Nike is bringing the OG colorway back. So the pair features a birch, bright mandarin, hyper royal, and rattan color combination. Now, although the images used is the 2015 release, they are expected to resemble the OG. And other than the announcement of the pair returning, we don't have a specific release date. All we've heard is that a release is expected to take place later this year, and the retail price will be $180. A few months ago, images popped up of the red acid wash Nike Dunk High, and it looks like this is going to be part of a pack, because now we have a first look at the Nike Dunk High black acid wash. So to go over the pair, it features a pale yellow leather across the base. We have black acid wash on the overlays, while black lands on the leather swoosh, heel pull tabs, laces, and the liner. Some of the other details includes an aged midsole and a gray rubber outsole. Unfortunately, this is another release that we don't have a release date for, nor a retail price. However, they are expected to debut later this year. In 2019, Nike announced their partnership with the League of Legends Pro League, also known as LPL, and they became the official shoe and clothing sponsor of the top gaming league in China. Now, in 2020, we also saw Nike create the LPL esports kits and a special Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort. Now, I don't believe any of the two actually released. I could be wrong on the Air Jordan 1. It's possible that they could have dropped in China. However, what's rumored to release later this year is the LPL Nike Dunk Low. This pair features a black, white, and bright crimson colorway, while highlighted with different textures and patterns throughout, which is inspired by traditional Chinese iconography. We also have reflective accents on the swoosh logo and glow-in-the-dark detailing outlining the swoosh, heel, and outsole. Some of the other details includes LPL branding on the tongue label, star embroidered on the lateral heel, and red on the liner. Now, as far as a release, this pair is expected to debut this holiday season. Unfortunately, we don't have a month nor a specific date, and no retail price. I know nothing about League of Legends. I've never played the game. I do know that it's popular, and honestly, this pair is very clean, but more than likely, I'll pass on them because of what they represent. The League of Legends, I'm sure people who play the game that are also into sneakers will want them, so that will give those individuals a little bit of an easier chance to buy. I mean, not too much because I'm just one person, but hopefully that pair lands up in someone's hands that plans on wearing them and actually wants them. We have another first look at an upcoming Nike Dunk Low, and I know I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, so I do apologize. I tried to listen to how to pronounce it, but I just can't get it 100% correctly. And this pair is known as Siempre Familia. So the term is in Spanish and it translates to always family. Now, although this isn't confirmed, it's possible that this pair could be part of Nike's upcoming Latin Heritage Month collection. And Latin Heritage Month is celebrated between September 15th to October 15th. Now, to give you some details on this pair, it features reptile skins throughout, while green lizard skin lands on the base, and we have black snake skin on the overlays. On the swoosh and heel tab, we have unique colorful patterns that pay tribute to Latin America, while Siempre Familia is printed on the left insole. On the right insole, we have a sugar skull, and then by the heel is a lizard graphic. Other details includes a white midsole and a translucent outsole. And currently we don't have a release date. However, if the pair is for Latin Heritage Month, then it's possible to see them released between September and October. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. A couple days ago, images of the Aleli May Air Jordan 4 camo popped up, and before everybody gets too excited, there are no plans on this pair releasing. This is a friends and family exclusive that Aleli May previewed last year on Veterans Day. Also, the pair pays tribute to her father, who served in the US Army from 1990 to 2013 and also fought in the Gulf War. Now, a lot of people got excited at first that a potential release would be coming, and currently there are no plans. However, I wouldn't be mad if they did drop them, but to go over the pair, it features a ripstop nylon upper along with shades of brown and green, and we have camouflage detailing throughout. Next, we have suede on the midsole and heel tabs, and then it features a purple quilted insole with May's A logo. The tongue is Velcro and comes with patches that pay tribute to the 4th Infantry Division's Combat Service Identification Badge. Like I mentioned, this is a friends and family, so no plans as of yet for a release, but let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. Although news broke several months back that the Air Jordan 1 KO Storm Blue would release, we've only seen a few preview images here and there. Now that has changed. Just the other day, detailed photos popped up online giving us a better look. However, there's nothing really to go over. Even from the preview images, we knew what we're getting. Basically a Chicago color blocking, but instead of red, we have blue. Now, I'm not trying to take away from the shoes because I actually like them. Not only am I a fan of the KO, but I'm specifically a fan of this pair because of the blue detailing. Now, more importantly, we have a release date. So prior to this, all the information that we had was that the release would take place sometime in September. Now we have a release date, which is September 29th, and the retail price is $140. Yesterday, we also received new photos of the Air Jordan 12 Royalty. Now, although all of us want to see the Taxi Air Jordan 12 return, Jordan Brand decided to give us this pair. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take away from the shoe. I think it looks clean. I'm sure you guys already know my thoughts on this, but yeah, I want to see the Taxi return. I am happy that the playoffs will return next year, but hopefully we at least get one more OG Air Jordan 12, and that might happen later on in the year, but we'll have to wait and see. Some of you might remember this, but several years back, Jordan Brand released the Air Jordan 4 Royalty. In a way, this is like a follow-up in the series. However, if I had to pick between the two, I think I would lean towards the Air Jordan 12s over the 4s. I wasn't a fan of them in hand. The craftsmanship was pretty bad, at least on my pair and several others that I saw. And also, one of the key elements that isn't talked about enough, at least I try to talk about it a bit more, but the liner is said to have a premium finish, although to me it looks like corduroy. I don't know if you can label corduroy premium. Maybe in this case you can, but maybe it's one of those things when you get them in hand, you can determine that. Now, as for the release date, October 9th is when they're scheduled to release, and the retail price will be $190. Alright, so release dates have been changed once again for a handful of models. Some of these were scheduled to release in August and have been pushed until September. And I actually believe one of these didn't have a release date. And I'm not going to go in any particular order, but the first pair I'm going to talk about is the Air Jordan 1 High OG prototype. Now, this is the pair I believe that didn't have a release date. I believe they were scheduled to release sometime in September, however, the date wasn't known. Now, what makes this pair unique is the perforations around the collar, which acts as a guide for you to cut, and you can make this pair into a low. Personally, I would keep this pair as a high, but they are scheduled to release on September 10th, and the retail price will be $170. Originally being called Dark Powder Blue, the Air Jordan 13 Obsidian also has a release date change. Originally, the pair was scheduled to release on August 14th, and now the new release date is September 18th, so just over a month later, and the retail price will be $190. Now, I don't know if there's too much hype on this shoe. I don't see a lot of people talking about it. I mean, I know that changes as we get closer to the release date, but not as many people as I thought like them. Another pair that you'll have to wait a bit longer to purchase is the Air Jordan 5 Oreo. Now, this pair originally released back in November 2013, and Jordan Brand decided to bring the colorway back initially for summer, but now it's getting into fall, and originally this pair was scheduled to debut on August 25th. However, the new release date is September 11th. The retail price is $190. The Air Jordan 11 Low IE Bread, aka Black and Red, also has a release date change, but it's not that bad. September 18th is when this pair was originally scheduled to release, but now they're going to release on September 17th. So only a day, and it's actually a day earlier. And typically this model really doesn't do that well when it hits retailers. However, since this is an OG colorway, I think it'll do better than some of the previous drops. And if I forgot to mention, the retail price is $170. And the last pair to feature a release date change is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Pollen. Now, as you guys already know, there's a ton of hype for this shoe, and the release date change isn't so bad. So initially they were scheduled to release on August 21st. Then we saw the release date move forward and was placed on August 7th. However, they're being pushed back just a bit, and the new release date is August 14th. Now, if you compare the August 14th to the 21st release date, we're still in the positive, but it'll be a week later than we thought. The retail price on this pair is $170. In the previous video, I showcased the Air Jordan 1 Mid GS DIY. I made a comment in that video that we have yet to see a first look at the Air Jordan 4 DIY, and yesterday that changed. Images finally leaked, and I am not impressed, so I didn't plan on buying them for myself. I actually wanted to buy a pair for both of my kids. I was going to let them customize it, well, I'm still going to, and draw on them any way they like, but the designs on this pair is just on the panels. I was hoping it would be a bit more. I mean, yeah, they could just fill in the whites, and that would be good for my 3-year-old, but my 6-year-old going on 7, she probably would like the more intricate details like what we have on the panels. But either way, this is our first look. If you like them, don't even mind what I'm saying. I just like to give my opinion time to time. The pair features white mostly throughout. We have black on the outlines. Other than that, Volt runs across the insoles. We also have a bit of speckled detailing that lands on the midsole, and then we have a black rubber outsole. Now, although not confirmed, originally it was being reported that the shoes would come with markers. Now, I don't know if that's the same case for the Air Jordan 1 Mid, but that was the rumor for the Air Jordan 4. And as for the release date, this pair is expected to debut on August 19th in grade school sizing, and the retail price will be $150. Originally, it was being reported that the shoes would retail at $140. And for the exclusive news of this video, I have details on the Air Jordan 3 canvas. Now, I know there was an image floating around of what the shoes could look like. However, what you're looking at, although a mock-up, it's an accurate representation of what's releasing. So you can expect exactly this when they drop at retailers in 2022. Also, this is a collaboration between myself and Z Sneakerhead Z, so big shout out to him. And to go over some of the details that this shoe will have, first, it comes dressed in a muslin, university red, cement gray, and cell colorway. Now, across the entire upper is natural dyed canvas, and that also lands on the eye stay. That will be covered in muslin, and the drawback on the shoe, at least for me, is that it won't have elephant print. Instead, the toe and heel will feature cement gray suede. I've always said this, especially with the Fragment Air Jordan 3 collab. I think the Jordan 3 looks off if it doesn't have elephant print. The midsole will also have a gloss finish. Red will land on the Jumpman branding behind the tongue and the bottom eyelets. Finishing the look is a cell midsole and a gray rubber outsole. So for the release info, this pair is currently scheduled to release on March 26th, which is also Air Max Day, and the retail price will be $200. Also, this pair is a men's exclusive. They will not release in grade school or women's sizing, and it's also said that they'll feature new packaging. Don't expect to see a first look leak for several months, but this is what we're getting, and like always, let me know your thoughts down below. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully the video isn't too long. I know I'm shooting this late, but I've been trying to cut down on the length of the videos just because they're like 20-22 minutes, around that time frame. Sometimes it's like 17 minutes, which is better, but honestly I would like to make around 12 minutes. So hopefully this video will be around that. I won't actually know until I start cutting it up. But if you have comments, questions, leave it down below. Also, if you have a second and haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.